What's up? So, my intentions are never to do a long video, and I always end up talking to y'all for like 45 goddamn minutes. So, I barely got 45 minutes today, so let's see how this one goes. Good morning. A theme has just kept haunting me all this week. All this week. I put tapioca pearls in my coffee just to see what that would be like. Because I'm trying to live my best life and try new food things. Because apparently I like cooking. I don't know. Maybe I'm domesticated. I guess. Whatever. So when I cooked breakfast, I was like, oh, I got some pearls left over. Let's try it. It's weird. I like tapioca pearls better cold. But yeah, the topic of today's video has been haunting me. Yeah, it's been haunting me. So I guess there's no prelude to the shit. There's no rhyme nor reason to the shit. Actually, it's a little prelude. So I found out a couple of weeks ago, and I think I told you guys this on a video, that I'm possibly the spite baby or the side bitch baby, or the, he cheated on me with you and you won't leave us alone, so fuck it, you can have him, baby. Yeah. That was a lot to swallow. Just a lot to take in. And we'll get into why, a little more explanation in one of the sub-points. But it was just like, my why? Like, if this dude ain't want you, or, he moved on, like, why keep pursuing him? I mean, I am talking about my dad, but still, like, a dude is a dude is a dude is a dude, right? I don't know. It sounds a little fucked up though, right? To indict your mother for chasing your father long enough to get you and your brother. That sounds a little fucked up. But no, y'all. We don't do side bitch shit over here. So, as I gear up with some fuel, because motherfuckers think I can't cook. Like, yo. Real quick side story. I took some fucking lunch to work the other day. It was some tacos made from rotisserie chicken. Something slight. Co-worker's like, oh, where'd you get that from? Home. What you mean home? Bitch, my house. Like, the place where I turn a key. The place where I pay all the bills. The place that I never get to see because I'm here with your ass. Home. So yeah, I don't know what it is about me that make people think that I cannot cook. Alright, I have an idea. But like, yo, don't play me. Don't play me. I lost my beautiful cup, and it is very unladylike to take a whole jug of water to the face. So, but now that I'm back, let's talk about this side bitch culture, I guess. I don't know. Well, I don't even want to make it that big. So I'll say, today I'm here to share with you guys one of my personal struggles. I am personally fighting the side bitch curse in my fucking family. That's what I'm fighting. If you know anything, well shit, fuck that. Because it's only a few people who would know what the hell I'm talking about. So let me, I guess, give a little information to make it make sense. I have been a side bitch before. Not anymore. It's not my thing. Fool, if you can't be real enough with her to let her know that you want to add a me to the mix, then I ain't got shit to do with y'all. That's how that goes. But I've been a side bitch. My mom, as I said, has been a side bitch. Her mom has been a side bitch. Her mom has been a side bitch. So on and so forth. I don't know. Probably back to when they was putting bitches in fucking as bed warmers. I don't know. All I do know is at some point it's a choice, right? You can't keep claiming that you just didn't know, that you were just that oblivious. Like at some point, we choose the complacency in the situation. Or at least that was my story. From what I'm hearing about my mama's story, that was her story. It just is what it is. I no longer choose to be a part of that. Like, because it's just karma. At some point, what comes around goes around. So, a bitch made herself a fresh parfait as well. My Noosa with some mangoes and some straw. Excuse me as I be fat for 22 seconds. I don't want to be a side bitch no more. I don't. So I haven't. Like, I don't put myself in those situations in order to do so. On any level. Like, on any freaking level. I try not to hang out too much with men who I know are disposed of. Like, they are with someone. They are in a relationship. I try not to attach to men who are in random ass situationships. I also shy away from men who never know how they got into shit. Oh, you don't know? You don't know? You don't know? Well, I don't know. So I'm out. I can't be confused, dog. I can't build in confusion. I don't know where I'm going. Nope. And I need to stop acting like I'm not a woman of a particular age. Like, bitch, I've been around the block before. I know when shit look funny. I know when a nigga following me. Like, come on. I know when this duck ain't quacking right. So, boy, get up out of here with that shit. Like, I don't know. So, yeah, like, side bitch culture just is not my way of living. And I'm not indicting anybody who do live that way. It's just, it ain't for me, and that's okay. So, like, it's not for me because I see where the women in my lineage have ended up. You feel me? Choosing this, not validating themselves first, or taking this opposition against another woman for this person that's not a person born of you, right? Because I'll take opposition with a bitch over my kids all fucking day. Bitch, I will fight you tooth and nail. But over a seed, like some watering to a seed, I don't know, like a life force vessel that belongs to another woman ultimately, his mama, like, I'm good, fam. You can have it. Like, it just doesn't resonate in my mind anymore as to why it makes sense. Nah. So, people are honest enough for me to participate in the side bitch culture, right? Because it's not like I don't like I said, I'm not indicting anybody. It's just people aren't honest enough with me. Like, they just aren't. And I hear a lot of homegirls go, oh no, he tells me everything. He's my friend, blah, blah, blah. But then 15 minutes later, she's fussing about the same guy and the obligations that he has and this, that, and the third, and what he need to be doing for her. Look, she's not being honest enough with herself. to participate in that scenario. Some shit's about to go wrong one way or another. I don't point the shit out no more. People don't like hearing about themselves. I'm learning. So I just go, girl, that's crazy. You just gotta move on. Fucking finish up your sushi lunch and go on about your day. People don't tend to acknowledge how strong feelings are and how much they move you. And so you're sitting there like thinking you can handle a force that you don't fully understand, because you won't take the time to understand it. That's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, so you thinking you can command and control this shit, not really understanding what's going on. I just don't know. So maybe people can't be honest enough in this scenario. I'm honest with myself though, and I know that I can't handle it. Like, because of those two things. Like, I don't get honesty in a way that I can process it, and my feelings be strong. I know that it's not for Regina. It's not. Being a side bitch and knowing that, like, someone else is publicly, like, out with you, or knowing that, like, I can't hit you after a hard, long day, like, can you come over? I just really just need to lay next to somebody or cook a meal with or for someone. Like, to know, and I'm not saying a human is supposed to be at my disposal, but if I'm open and intimately open to you and available to you, it sucks that you can't, won't, or aren't the same for me. Like, I just can't do it. Like, recently I was talking to a guy who gave me a lot of inklings that he was with a family. Like, fuck all of that. Like, you never can answer your phone, you always busy. Nigga, it ain't that much fucking business in the world. Like, and even if I gotta be the side bitch like that to your business, dog, I'm good. I can't handle that. And for me, it's not about, like, because I'm only speaking about intention things, but it's not about intention. It's about the level of intimacy that you get to connect with a person who you know you can share those forgetful, beautiful, impactful moments with. Like, if I can't do those things with you, then what the fuck am I connecting myself on an intimate, deep level with you with? Now, if you're not the motherfucker who, like, feels that way about relationships, if relationships aren't intimate and deep and whatever to you, then nigga, do whatever makes you happy. Like, for real. I, on the other hand, can't. And also, where I live at, y'all hoes is nasty. So I don't want to be sharing sexually anybody more than I, like, ultimately kind of have to, because it's not like I'm not going to ever have sex again. And I think the odds of me finding an age-appropriate man who's a virgin is slim to nah, ha, bitch, you funny. So, but I'm not going to willingly know that, like, I'm not going to be okay with him, like, he had to be over your house because y'all live together this morning. But I see him this afternoon, and we get it in real quick. Y'all hoes be nasty. Nasty. Just nasty. So yeah, no, I like myself too much to keep going behind you nasty ones. If you watch enough of my videos, you know I eat like a snake. But because I'm not a snake, it is very uncomfortable to see me chew that much food. I do apologize. My bad. Anyway, another thing that, like, I'm not for with this side bitch, like, legacy or culture that people find themselves enveloped in. Does anybody think about what the side babies think when they grow up? Like, does anybody think about the side babies when they grow up? Like, I know y'all don't. I know y'all don't. I know y'all don't. Because you're not even thinking about yourself 5 years from now. So you can't be thinking about this child 15, 20 years from now. Like, the minute you find out that, like, your life isn't quite what it was pitched to be, you like, what, nigga? Alright. So me, being a woman who's, been cheated on a lot in my life, I've always been dumped. I've never dumped a man. Never dumped a man. Always been dumped. Even this little 2-week thing where, like, he was like, you're my girlfriend. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then I go visit him. And, like, the whole time he keeps talking about his wife that he's going through a divorce with, which he told me the divorce was finalized. That's the only reason why I agreed to be his girlfriend. I still didn't break up with him. The last day on my trip, he looks at me and he goes, yeah, I just think that, I'm not really ready for a relationship. Nigga, are you dumping me? How does this keep happening? So yeah, I've never been like the dumper. So I don't understand, like, I get it. The side bitch culture is about instant right now gratification. So of course you're not going to think about what these children think about going forward. However, you should. Like, the impacts of it are, like, real. So, like, for always being on the receiving end and then always hating, like, who and what the side bitch was, and then to find out that the woman that I love the most was one, it's like, that sucks. Now, for me, it checks me on 2 levels. The first level it checks me is, bitch, all of life is not black and white. Like, everybody goes through phases of life. Like, how you on this high horse now when, you didn't care at some point. So get over yourself, right? Like, that conversation, I need to have that check myself conversation sometimes. Not as frequently as I used to, but I still need to have it, right? Like, that's my ism. But on the second level, it checks you. Because then it makes you, like, grand picture everything. Like, it makes you really sit back and look like, what does this teach me about relationships? What does this teach me about what I should accept from relationships? Oh, well, how does she feel about herself and her shit if she made this grandiose lie or kind of tilted the truth a little bit? Because in my scenario, there's a sibling that's older than me by a year and some months. And it's like, well, if they weren't together, how he come about? And I was told most of my life that's not his child. And I'm like, alright, but he do kind of, favor us. Like, that might be his child, fam. Then that morphs into, well, it might be, but he was with me. And it's like, alright, so he cheated on you? Because that's the only way that happens. So if he cheated on you, like, what made you stay for me to pop up? Like, there's always going to be a litany of questions in the side bitch story. Especially when there's a child around, especially if it's a smart, inquisitive child, anything near me. So it's like, I don't know. I don't want to deal with that. I don't ever want to deal with that. And if you have to deal with that, I say jump ahead of this shit. Like, yeah, like when the child starts asking questions about, what the fuck is going on between y'all two niggas, in as much as that little motherfucker can digest, give them the truth. Because they got questions in here. They trying to they're formulating relationships in their head. Like, people don't ask questions just for the fuck of it. At least not in the children phase, right? We ask questions because we're formulating some shit in our heads, and we don't quite have the language to tell you what we're thinking fully. But I can ask you, what's this? Like, nigga, I'm intrigued. Like, I don't know what intrigue means, so what's this? For me, also, like, it forces the extremes, right? Like, the two things that I'm talking about. Either I'm never supposed to be a side bitch, or fuck it. I mean, I'm here because of it. It clearly is good. It's like, as you're trying to process it on your own, I feel like it forces those extremes. Like, I would love to be able to sit down and talk with my mom about, like, what did her relationship with my dad teach her about herself. And I know she's not going to have a fucking answer to that question. But it's like, I would love to be able to have that conversation with her. Or to be like, all right, bitch, if you ain't got an answer to that question, like, Mom, what, like, made you love him so much? What was it like? What did he bring that completed you? Because she used to say shit like that about him. And I'm like, this nigga. But whatever. Processing side bitch lineage on your own is difficult. It's daunting, yo. Especially when you've resolved, because you've been on, I think, both ends of side bitch hurt. Like, if you were the main bitch, or if you the side bitch, both of y'all bitches shed the same amount of tears, just at different times, in my opinion. If you're the loving type. If you not, then you looking at me like this hoe is fucking reading too many Disney fucking books. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. Move on. I don't know. I think it's easier when you're immersed in the truth. Like, you growing up. Like, for whole example, I've known for a bulk of my life, for more than I didn't know, that my daddy was gay. Okay? So, it doesn't bother me when I now am approached with relationships where it's like, oh, I've been with a man before. I know I want to be with women, though. Cool. That makes sense to me. I've experienced that. That truth doesn't bother me, right? But fucking when a bulk of your life you thought shit was right side up, and you found out that your ass is really a bat and shit upside down. What? Oh, so it's not supposed to look like that. Oh, so it's not supposed to be up there. Huh. So yeah, that's what I found out. Some shit. So, like I alluded, I resolved to not be a side bitch or deal with any of the side bitch culture or play the 50. Because I think that's also why a lot of people fall into this this thing. I had a whole conversation with a friend about their situation. And like, I could tell they was holding something back the whole time. And then when they finally revealed what they was holding back, I was like, oh, this is some side bitch shit. Although he is the side bitch. So, you know, whatever. Some side bitch shit. But the whole time I'm listening to the whole story, I'm like, oh. Like, the person who's pursuing him isn't single. Oh, the person who's pursuing him is hard body pursuing him. And he kept saying, oh, I ain't know. Oh, I ain't know. Oh, I ain't know. Bullshit, fam. You either knew, didn't give a fuck, and wanted to get what you wanted to get from the situation, and that's a truth, which is fine, just living there. Or you really didn't know, and you gullible as fuck, and you need to fix that on some level, because actually, don't fix it, and I got a motherfucking bridge to sell you. Like, yup. Last last thing is, it's a little combo of the two. You may have went in a little naive, but then realized you could get some shit and you capitalized on the situation. And it backfired on you, so now you want to go back to being naive. I think the last is more so what a lot of people in my age bracket and my community do. And y'all just fucking playing yourselves. Like, you playing yourself in the worst way possible. Because at the end of the day, your honesty to you, for you, about you, catapults you to what you need and want. This is rocket science. It has to be. I don't think it's rocket science. It just requires a lot of discipline. And everybody ain't for the shits. And when I was reading the Bible, I really like the Old Testament. I don't like the New Testament. Y'all some New Testament real soft. Don't smite me as people. I smiteth thee. So I guess, I don't know. That's the difference that I'm realizing. It's kind of lonely on that quest of, I want to have something of quality and value around me. Thus, I will be of quality and value as I engage with people in my singleness. Because a lot of single people don't think. Single people get a bad rap, yo. Oh, God. And I understand why. It's a lot of fuck shit going on. And in the realm of single is where the fuck shit should ensue. Absolutely. That's the only realm that the fuckery should exist. And so I'm never mad about the bullshit that I go through. That's where it's supposed to be. I haven't elevated myself out of the fucking jungle of fuckery. Here's where shit gets complicated. The jungle of fuckery is everywhere now. The levels of fuckery should decrease the closer you get to marriage or a union or your perfection, right? The fuckery should just go down, but it just doesn't seem to. And I don't seem to understand why. And I can't keep not stressing myself out to figure out why, because I don't want to figure out why anymore. I know the whys as to why I don't want to engage in that anymore. And I don't feel the need to justify that. I'm validated in what I feel. And what I feel is okay. It's right. And it's for me. So, yeah. I've wholeheartedly concluded I'm probably going to be single for a very, 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 very long time. And I might have to approach children single. All of which is fine, because I know the values of what I'm talking about is worth the values that I'm going to later have to give to my children. I also think that all I'm asking for is just full communication. And full communication does not kill anybody or anything. It leads to a stronger community. There are people out here who's yeah, I just want to be with you Monday, Wednesday, and Thursdays, and I don't care what you do the rest of the week. Yeah, you can go live with someone whole else. Just be honest with me. Tell me everything. If I have questions, answer them. There are people out there like that. That's fine. Living that life. But people aren't honest enough to have those conversations with themselves first, to be yeah, that's ultimately what I want. And then go into an engagement with somebody that they may want and be hey, so I only want to date somebody on Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. I want to be free the rest of the time. Can you deal with that? Just know yourself enough to be real for the next person to get to know you. That's all I'm asking. But the last thing I'm going to leave off with, and this I guess is a shorter video than most, because it's not that deep, it's just my processing right now. How I choose to live my life is not an indictment on anybody else or what they choose to do. The side bitch culture exists, and I have friends who are in it. So I can't hate it because I got friends who are a part of it. That's how that argument works, right? Cool. So I'm not mad or anything. I'm not bitter. So for the people who watching this, like, she just mad because she can't. No, I can. And like, if I was that person, I could destroy homes. Like, that's not a comfortable position to be in. I'm not that cold-hearted. I'm not that calculated. And I argue that a lot of these bitches doing it ain't evil. They just doing it because they don't want to put in the work, because they don't know what's on the other side of work. I'm intrigued. If this is what's on this side of no work, let me see. And that's me. I'm not indicting anybody else for anything that they do. I just wholeheartedly, again, as the prophets Migos say, walketh as I talketh. That's all. That's it. That's all. So I don't know. I'm going to finish up this parfait. I don't have time for a morning nap today. I might have time for a morning nap today. Like a 15-minute morning nap. So it might take me a morning nap because I did a lot this morning. And then I'm going to get this up and rolling. It's a Thursday. So on Thursdays, I don't really dress up that much because I don't have any friends at work to talk to. And this is just a regular day. I mean, I always look fire when I go to work. But it's just an all black pop color day. So it's going to be easy to get dressed. So yeah, let me jump off of here. And cover this hair up and lay down real quick. But I thank you guys for helping me process the fact that I am the spite baby. I am the side bitch baby. And it's fine. Oh, actually, well, so okay, they're married though. My parents are whole on married. So the story definitely has layers. It's definitely an interesting one. I'm not going to give it all away, but just be real with your side babies. Just let them know so they don't run into no fuck shit. Because, goddamn, fuck shit. As always, I leave you guys with some light. I'm working on this lighting, but fuck it. We're moving to the studio next video. So next time you guys see me, we will be in the studio. And hopefully this lighting will be solved. I am leaving you with love. So a couple of my coworkers told me that they loved me, and I love them too. Oh, it's so dope. I love my job. It's so weird. I'm such a geek. But more and wait. Oh shit. I put love before life, didn't I? Haven't done this. So let's go back. I gotta leave you guys with some light because I see the error of my ways now. And now I gotta leave you guys with some life because clearly I need to do this all the time because I had it and now I lost it. And how you fuck up your own outro. But most importantly, because you guys love me, I love you. See ya.